Okay everyone, we're now going to go ahead and do my 28th game of Jeopardy Deluxe Edition on the SNES. And so far, in 27 games, we have racked up $1,495,614. I'm ready to see if I can win more. Now Jeopardy for the SNES is a $3.2 million run, whereas the Deluxe Edition is a $1.4 million run. So we'll see if I can turn it into a $1.5 million run in a bit as I take on Liz and Jenny, two ladies this game. The categories for the Jeopardy round are authors, rules, opera, dance, D in literature, notice the quotation marks, and finally, inventors, okay? I'm going to take the categories and we'll start things off with authors for 100.
The answer is...
As a teenager, she cut her hair, dressed in boyish clothes, and called herself William Cather, who was Willa Cather. Let's have authors for 200.
The answer is...
Playwright Oliver Goldsmith may have written some of the rhymes attributed to this old woman. Who was Mother Goose? I'd like authors for 300.
The answer is...
Washington Irving completed a 5-volume biography of this president shortly before his death. Who is George Washington? Yep. Let's go with authors for 400, please.
The answer is...
Though he was born in Prague, Franz Kafka wrote his novels in this language. What is German? Authors 500.
The answer is...
Lord Byron is a national hero here, where he died while helping them plan a war against Turkey. What is Greece? There we go, right in the authors category. Okay. Let's have D in literature for 100.
The answer is...
Answer there. In titles, this word precedes in Venice, of a salesman, and comes from the archbishop. What is death? I'll take D in literature for 200, please.
The answer is...
Some say this classic Cervantes novel is a veiled attack on the Catholic Church. I'm going to give this one to Liz, even though I think I just figured it out. Oh, Don Quixote. Oh, that's right. Don Quixote. Liz is right. She has some cash. Let's see where she goes. Opera 100. Oh boy. The dreaded opera category. At the end of Verdi's opera, this Ethiopian slave girl is buried alive. Who is Aida? I'll stick with opera for 200, I guess.
The answer is...
It was George Bizet's last and most famous opera. What is Carmen? Opera 300.
The answer is...
It was Engelbert Humperdinck's first and most successful opera. What is Hansel and Gretel? I'll take opera for 400.
The answer is...
After the famous overture is over, this 1829 Rossini opera goes on and on for nearly 6 hours. I'm going to say what is William Tell. Yep. Opera 500.
The answer is.
The word that completes the title of the opera cycle, The Ring of Thee. What is Nibelung? Ran the opera category, okay. I'll take D in literature for 300.
The answer is.
This Dickens title character is the stepson of the unspeakably cruel Mr. Murdstone. Who is David Copperfield? David Copperfield, he's the one. D in literature for 400.
The answer is.
We doubt if Moll Flanders would have relished reading his Journal of the Plague Year. I'll give this one to Jenny because I don't really remember. Daniel Defoe, yeah, he's the one. So now Jenny has some cash and she gets to make a selection. Alright, Inventors for 100.
The answer is.
Alexander Graham Bell tries to make this listening device led to the invention of the phone. What is a hearing aid? I'll take Inventors for 200.
The answer is.
Thomas Edison's longest-lasting light bulb filament was made from this giant grass. What is bamboo? I'll take Inventors and Inventions for 300.
The answer is.
The book Small Inventions says the Romans invented them and called them hippo sandals. What are horseshoes? That's right. Inventors for 400.
The answer is.
In 1842, Dr. Crawford Long was the first to use this as an anesthetic device. What is ether? Yeah. Inventors for 500, please.
The answer is.
From 1854 until his death in 1867, he got royalties on every sewing machine sold in the U.S. Who was Elias Howe? He's the one. Ran the category. Let's go back to D in Literature 500. Let's get it out of the way. He never finished his novel Natochka Nazvanova because he was sent to Siberia. Fyodor Dostoevsky. I was thinking Dostoevsky for some reason or another, but it just didn't come to me in time. But then again, I remember the category is D in Literature. Where to, Liz? Rules for 100.
The answer is.
Answer there. It has been stated as do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Sorry. What is the golden rule? Correct. Rules for 200. I have $5,000 right now, by the way.
The answer is.
This four-word rule tells us how to adjust our clocks to begin and end daylight saving time. What is spring forward, fall back? And speaking of daylight saving time, it's going to end on Sunday, March 8th. So that means we're going to lose an hour. We're going to lose an hour of sleep, unfortunately. But oh well. Let's have rules for 300, please.
The answer is.
Answer there. John Douglas, sponsor of a code of pugilistic fair play in 1867, is better known by this title. What is the Marquess of Queensberry? Got it. Let's have rules for 400, please.
The answer is.
Answer there. In 1742, he published a set of rules for whist that led to publication for rules of other games. Who is Hoyle? Good. Rules for 500.
The answer is.
So we know where the Daily Double is, in which category. In 1876, a U.S. Army engineer wrote this popular book on parliamentary procedure. Oh, I got it in time? Good. What is Robert's Rules of Order? I was almost too late on getting it on the buzzer before one of the computer players could beat me, but I made it just in time. Thank God! So we know the Daily Double is in the category of dance. The question is it in the $100 clue?
The answer is.
Tis not. Okay. This 1977 film set in Brooklyn capitalized on the disco craze of the late 70s. What is Saturday Night Fever? I have that, the soundtrack to Saturday Night Fever on vinyl. I'll show my vinyl record collections again sometime. I don't know why I put 2 G's in Saturday Night. There's only 1 G. There we go. 200, please.
The answer is.
Not there, okay? The kids in Bristol are sharp as a pistol when they do this dance. What is the Bristol Stomp? Alright? 300. Answer there, the Daily Double. I'm going to take all $6,700 and put it on the table. A ballet company might have to pull strings to stage Petrushka, since Petrushka is one of these. What is a marionette? Yes! 400.
The answer is.
This red-haired dancer, once Frank Sinatra's fiancée, was TV's Mona McCloskey. Oh, I dropped my controller by accident, didn't mean to. Jenny. Juliette Prowse. Oh, that's right. Okay. She is now in second place, doubles her money to $800, and now the last clue. Dance for 500.
The answer is.
Found by Jean Kelly, this French leading lady danced with Fred Astaire and Daddy Longlegs. Who is Leslie Caron? Excuse me. So I have $13,900. Jenny has $800. Liz, $700. Let's play Double Jeopardy. Man, I'm on fire this game. And our Double Jeopardy categories are going to come up right now.
Here are the categories.
For Double Jeopardy, the categories are world countries, or countries of the world, fashion, presidential relatives, North America, the French Revolution, and we're going to close it out with medieval people. Okay. A couple of these categories sound kind of challenging, but we're going to make do with what we have. Liz, we'll start with you. French Revolution for 200.
The answer is.
I think I might remember some clues. The reign of this ended with the death of Robespierre. What is terror? Oops, sorry. Terror's right. Let's have the French Revolution for 400, please.
The answer is.
Written during the Revolution in 1792 and then banned, it later became the national anthem. What is Les Marseillaises? I'd like the French Revolution for 600, please.
The answer is.
This famous quote is from a work by the philosopher Rousseau, not Marie Antoinette. What is let them eat cake? French Revolution for 800, please.
The answer is.
Where the third estate swore they wouldn't disband until they had a constitution. What is a tennis court? Let's have the French Revolution for 1,000.
The answer is.
Called the Society of Friends of the Constitution, it was more commonly known as this club. Who were the... Called the Society of Friends of the Constitution. It was more commonly known as this club. Oh, I'm trying to remember. What club? Oh, it's not coming to me. I wanted to say the French Foreign Legion, but it's not a club. I just blanked all of a sudden. Let's give it to Liz. Oh, but she blanked too, so she's going to go to minus 300. Jenny, do you have an answer? The Jacobins, that's right, the Jacobins. I just can never remember that name, but it should stick with me from this point forward. North America, 200.
The answer is...
Answer there. The Queen Elizabeth Islands belong to this North American country. Queen Elizabeth Islands. What is Canada? Yeah. Could we have North America for 400, please?
The answer is...
You can recall their west to east order by using the phrase, Superman helps everyone. Oh, too late. Oh! It just came to me. Liz doesn't have a clue though. I'm gonna try this one. Thank you. What are the Great Lakes? Liz keeps playing like this, she won't be around for Final Jeopardy. There we go. I'd like North America for 600, please.
The answer is...
Most encyclopedias include the 7 countries of this region as part of North America. What is Central America? I'm going to try to name those 7 countries. Guatemala, Belize, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama. There we go. Let's have North America for 800, please.
The answer is...
The world's highest commercially navigable river flows into Coeur d'Alene Lake in this state. Let's see if Jenny knows this one. Idaho. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Jenny's up to $2,600, and now she gets to make a selection as we continue. Presidential relatives for 200.
The answer is...
Answer. This man, JFK's brother, gave Caroline away at her 1986 wedding. Who is Robert Kennedy? Oh, foop. There we go. I'd like presidential relatives for 400, please. Daily double? Okay, I don't know if I'm feeling real super gutsy, so I'm going to try for 8,700. Alright, this will put me at $25,000 if I'm right on this clue in presidential relatives. Father of the Constitution, whose second cousin Zachary Taylor became president too. Who's Thomas Jefferson? It is not Thomas Jefferson. It is James Madison. So it cost me quite a bit, but we can still get it back. Presidential relatives for 600. Last name of presidential children: George, Jeb, Neil, Marvin, and Dorothy. What is Bush? Presidential relatives for 800.
The answer is...
President who had a brother whose given names were Sam Houston. Liz, do you know the answer? LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, he's the one. So Liz is out of the hole and now has some money again, $100. Where to, Liz? Fashion for 200.
The answer is...
Answer there. These calf-length women's pants of the 1950s were named for their original use, cycling. What are pedal pushers? Let's go back to presidential relatives for 1,000, please.
The answer
Alright,
is.
answer there. John Tyler and his father, who was also named John, both served as governor of this state. What is Massachusetts? It is not Massachusetts. Liz? Virginia! It was Virginia. Oh, okay. Liz is up to $1,100 though. She's improving. Let's keep going. Medieval people for 200.
The answer is.
It's believed that in 1455, Johann Fuss foreclosed on and took over this man's printing operation. Who was... Let's see. This man's printing operation. Oh, God. Who was it? Martin Luther. I don't know. I forgot. I blanked. Johann Gutenberg. Oh, okay, that's right. Johann Gutenberg. Fashion for 400.
The answer is.
Okay. Women's Wear Daily coined the name for these very brief, tight-fitting shorts in 1970. What are hot pants? I like fashion for 600.
The answer is.
Since this family once had a settler in Italy, equestrian designs markets accessories. What is Gucci? Yeah, that's right. Fashion for 800, please.
The answer is.
This overcoat with a removable cape got its name from a city in Scotland. What is an Inverness? Let's have a fashion for 1,000.
The answer is.
In the 1960s, his former head designer for Dior introduced the pantsuit to high fashion. Liz. Yves Saint Laurent. Oh yeah, that's right. Liz is up to $2,300. She's still in third place. Let's see where she goes now. World countries of the world, 200. Okay, world countries if you want to say it like I was on the board. This tiny country, the world's oldest republic, was founded by a stonecutter named Marinus. What is San Marino? I shouldn't have a problem with this category, but we'll see. I'd like world countries for 400.
The answer is.
Great Bear Lake is the largest lake entirely within this country. What is Canada? World country 600.
The answer is.
Madagascar, Mauritius, and the Seychelles are all island countries located in this ocean. What is the Indian Ocean? I like world country for 800. The other daily double. Let's do all 10,200. Before becoming president, William Taft was governor of this island country, now independent. What is the Philippines? Yeah. 1,000 please for world country.
The answer is.
The Khyber Pass, only 15 yards wide in places, is the major link between Pakistan and this nation. What is Afghanistan? $21,400. Let's have North America for 1,000.
The answer is.
Mountains extending from Alaska to Mexico, where they're called the Sierra Madre Oriental. Oh. The Rockies. Oh yeah, that's right. Darn. Alright. We're gonna keep going now. Medieval People 400.
The answer is.
Spanish warrior, knight errant, and star of his own epic, Rodrigo Diaz de Vivar was known as this. Who was El Cid? 600.
The answer is.
Ethelred the Unready managed to lose most of England to King Sweyn Forkbeard of this country. I'm gonna say what is Sweden. It is not Sweden. Jenny. Denmark. It was a Scandinavian country, but it was Denmark. Jenny's still in third place, but she makes a selection now.
The answer is.
Known as Friar Roger, this English scientist and philosopher foresaw the airplane. Jenny. Roger Bacon. Oh yeah, now the last clue.
The answer is.
These medieval musicians were originally servants or ministers to the royal court. What are minstrels? Who were minstrels, I should say? Yeah. So I have $22,200, Jenny $4,000, Liz $3,300. It looks like I'm coming back for a 29th game soon. The final Jeopardy category is the human body. Okay, I'm gonna go just 2,800. Scientists working independently discovered this blood factor in both 1939 and 1940. What is the RH factor? And if that's right, I will win $25,000. If I'm wrong, then I still win $19,400. But we'll see what happens.
The final Jeopardy answer is.
The answer is the RH factor, so I am going to get $25,000 this game. Let's add it all up. Well, Liz lost all her money. And Jenny did too, but I got it right. So that's now a 28 game winnings total of $1,520,614. So Jeopardy Deluxe Edition on the Super NES is now a $1.5 million run. I'll see you all for that next video, everybody.